everybody of note, every commentator, every political analyst, everybody who is worth their weight in whatever one weighs, is trying to find a new way of saying that Biden has always been cognitively bereft, that the media have conspired to lie, that the Biden family has been a co-conspirator and such, and that we've known it, and everybody's known it, but for some reason it took the 27th of June to make you aware of what is happening, of which we've known for decades. We've known for a while, at least, for a while. I mean, at least since June of 2017, when the first corn pop speech was hit, I said, and everybody said, who watched it, the man is a lunatic. That was stage one. That presaged, that was vatic, that was pythonic, that augured the immediate decline of this man's degree of mentation and the like. So I'm thinking of new ways, new forms, new analogies, metaphors. And I was thinking of Monty Python's Dead Parrot sketch in the 70s, of which this Norwegian Blue, they said, this dead parrot, they had these various euphemisms for it. It is no more. He has ceased to be, bereft of life. It rests in peace. It is an ex-parrot. And he's obvious as he's taking this dead bird and he's hitting the table with it. And he said it was nailed to a perch. It's dead. And Michael Palin said, no, not at all. It's stunned. It's what have you. It's the most incredible thing in the world. And that was the beauty of it, because it was so obvious, and yet they fought repeatedly. At least the shopkeeper said, no, he's not dead. You don't understand. That's what this is. This is the Dead Parrot sketch. Joe Biden is mentally and intellectually no more. He has ceased to be. He is bereft of mentation, cerebration. He rests in cognitive peace. He is an ex-Biden. It's obvious. It's ridiculous how we are playing this story over and over again. What will it take for everybody to realize, okay, he's been lying, they've been lying, everybody's been lying, the Republicans have been lying, everybody has been lying, and they have said, do you think maybe he should take a cognitive test? He doesn't need a cognitive test. Look at him. What are we talking about? And by the way, I want him to stay in. Don't get me wrong. What is he looking at? Like 40 days or so? What is it, like 40 days or whatever it is until the convention? Oh, I want him to stay. I want him to stay and get crushed, as will the Democratic Party for the next 10 years. But I want to go back to this whole idea. Imagine you haven't seen your daughter in a while, or anybody for that matter, and you see a woman who was 8.5 months pregnant, absolutely about to drop, just explode with child, okay? Pregnant, PG, preggers, whatever you want to, Dennis preggers, whatever you want to call it. And she denies it. No, I'm not. I just put on a few pounds. Put on a few pounds? You're pregnant. No, I'm not pregnant. I'm just, maybe we can have an independent test. Can we get an EPT, a home pregnancy test? Now, why you want to find out if your home's pregnant, I have no idea. And you're thinking, I don't need a test. I don't need a home pregnancy test. I don't need an OBGYN. You're pregnant. I know this. When somebody's dead, you can tell when somebody's dead, like the parrot. And when somebody's brain dead, and somebody doesn't have any business driving a car, much less leading, theoretically, the free world, you dispense of this lunacy and this pretend discussion as to what's going on. He is dead. He has ceased to be, for all practical purposes. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. He's an ex-president. Stop it. Stop this discussion. Stop it. If he goes on George Stephanopoulos and makes it worse, he's not helping anything. He is brain dead. He is demented. What is the matter with us? Let's move on and say, okay, do we keep the brain dead guy on the ballot, if you're a Democrat, or do we take him off the ballot? Do we put the brain dead guy with the brain dead gal so she can talk about this logorrhea nonsense, this intellectual derailment, where she can just put together this obtuse disconnect patchwork of I don't know what? You've got an absolute lunatic and a demented, brain-dead fossil, an osseous, ossified, concretized, dead parrot. This is, I don't know why we are discussing this anymore, but do me a favor, if for no other reason other than to maintain my own sense of rationality, my own sense of calm, my own sense of sanity, please stop debating, suggesting, hinting, or intimating that maybe we should have some kind of a test. Let's see if he can meet with the leading Parkinson's. He should be so lucky as to have it only be Parkinson's. And I don't mean to be joking. It's most probably Lewy body dementia. But we can what are we debating? What is the point? Do you think that a clarification of diagnosis, that we're going to bring in Dr. House to present the case at some differential diagnosis? Once we have the diagnosis, great. You're going to confirm, yep, just as I thought, she's pregnant. Yep, just as I thought, the parrot is dead. What is the matter with, not me, I've been saying this forever, but what is the matter with all of us, especially those who say, and the media, how responsible. Fox News will say this, the leftist media, where the hell were you? You've got a mouth. But Fox is so scared because of this Dominion and Smartmatic, they're not saying anything. They're just having panels with people on couches pointing out, oh, look at the hurricane. Oh, let's go out to the plaza and make some barbecue. They're worthless. Everybody is worthless. We're still, since June 27th, to say, do you think this happened? It's like people in Israel think October the 7th. Nothing happened before October the 7th. October the 7th, that's when all the bad stuff happens. Where have you been? I don't know, but October the 7th. What? It's incredible. And then bringing on George Stephanopoulos, they say, well, George Stephanopoulos was pretty good. Pretty good? That's like me saying, it's dead. Joe, you can't do this. Joe, listen to you. Joe, I wouldn't let you, as my friend said, I wouldn't let you drive me home from the airport. I would hide sharp objects from you. I would get you all those special, all those ads for, bathtubs where you can walk into it and special harnesses for the toilet. That's you. You're gone. You're the dead parrot. You're bereft of mentation. You are, as we say in West Tampa, arrebatado. You're gone, chingad, halal, through, finished. Enough with this discussion. It's over.